Hello everybody, back here again. It's our vlog-a-day. Today is Saturday the 29th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning fairly early-ish, not as early as I have been, but not as late as I'd like it to be. Bruce needed to go outside for the third time. I guess when I finally got up, he was out about 2, he was out at 4, and then it was like 5:45 or 6 a.m., something like that, when I was like, I'm not going to try and lay back down at this point. So, no use in it. First couple times throughout the night, he was up, got him out, took a couple of the dogs out with me. The ones that wanted to follow, some didn't. This time I went ahead and basically got everybody outside. Kind of sucks, it's raining, which makes it more miserable. But the dogs are out, and at this point I'm like, well, we're going to be out here for walks. My wife's still in bed. I don't want to bring the dogs back in and trying to clean them up and that kind of thing and stuff. So I basically brought them out. Got in, got everybody from inside, got the 2 pups that are still in the crates, got them out, got them out here, and so I'm out here hanging out with the dogs. I did grab my iPad, and then went ahead and started watching a little bit of basically stuff on the iPad as I was chilling around waiting for the people in the house to get up so that I could start bringing the dogs back through to feed them, because I can't feed them out here all in the same area. It's just, I don't feed them together. So went ahead and I was just out here chilling in the morning. A couple hours go by, she finally gets up, she comes out, and then she informs me, even though I took him out twice over the night and was out before 6 a.m., that apparently he'd pooped in the bathroom. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So she went ahead and cleaned it up. I was like, where is it at? I'll go get it. She goes, no, I already got it done. It's taken care of. So she went ahead, while I'm out here with the dogs and that, she went ahead and cleaned up his mess that he made, which, yeah, sucks. So, but I got up, I'd had the dogs out. We just came out the living room. It was a different, that time, morning and stuff, whatever it is. So I didn't see the mess. So she got it cleaned up, got everything all washed up and stuff in there, and got it all thrown away. And then she chucked it in the toilet, and because it's dog poop and it's huge, it's a Great Dane dog poop, and it dried for a while. Been drying for a couple hours at least, maybe more, and it then plugged up the toilet. Brand new toilet, we haven't had that long. It's a great, super powerful flusher thing, but you add in like 4 giant, hard chunks of dog turds, and it didn't flush, so she tried flushing it again, which that freaked me out. It's like, don't overflow my floor. God damn it. It's like, well, it won't go in. I said, no, it'll go in. It'll overflow. Like, you have to, like, no. If you're going to, I gave the whole lecture about what you do if it plugs up. And one of the big things, if you get a toilet that's plugged up, especially not toilet paper, if it's plugged up with human or dog, feces, whatever, at that point, with poop, squirt a bunch of Dawn dish soap in it, because Dawn dish soap breaks down fats really good, and a lot of poop is made up of fats. So basically it'll help break it apart and whatever. Then it's also give you a bucket or jugs and pour that into the front of the toilet, because once you flip that lever and you create that water to flow from the tank, it's going to come down. So if there's nowhere for it to go, it'll overrun your toilet. Or if you're dumping in the bucket and it gets to near the top, it doesn't go down, you can always stop, and you can stop it. She goes, well, you turn the valve off on the bottom. I'm like, it doesn't stop the water, it's already in the back of the tank. That's already there. So I was like, okay, whatever and stuff. So she went ahead, she got that figured out. We don't have a plunger, so she let it soak for a while and didn't put in the Dawn dish soap and that kind of stuff. So this is all being done before she told me anything about this stuff. So then I was like, okay, whatever, no big deal. Things go on. So she goes to their bathroom. I'm not sure if you found our plunger or not, because with this new toilet, I don't think we need the plunger. I guess we left it at the old house where my father-in-law lives now. Hey, quiet. So I went ahead, and I think we probably just left our plunger there, because I thought new toilets, we don't need it, but apparently we do need it for dog poop. But went ahead, so she's telling me this whole story. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So then she uses the toilet stuff, and she goes to wipe, and there's no toilet paper. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't remember doing it. She thinks I did it. I think she did it, but who knows? So she went to grab more in the sink. There's none in the sink. And I'm like, I know that's not me then, because I guarantee if I ran out, I always bring over 2. There's always one in the back of the toilet. So you've filled it once and then didn't refill it, because I always, when I take the one off the back of the toilet, I always put a second one there, and it's a whole thing. So it is what it is. So now she's get the whole thing out. This is all before my deeds. Like, I'm just out here with the dogs, just chilling out, having a good morning. She's in here doing all this stuff, and just, I'm dying laughing. She's telling me this stuff. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So we're back and forth, and it is what it is. So So she finally gets all done. I'm like, okay, cool. So now that you're up, I'm gonna start, feeding the dogs and stuff. So I start bringing the dogs in the house, feeding them separately in different rooms and so on and so forth. Getting it all done, and I got 7 dogs here today. So plus my Great Dane. So getting them all fed out, getting them all done, taking all care of and stuff. And getting still just that drizzly, crappy rain. It rains pretty hard, then it lets up, then it rains pretty hard, and it lets up, and it can't make its mind up what it wants to do. It started last night, and it's still going today, which just sucks, because it just adds for a long day. So the rain finally passed. It was just that weird, it slowly just drizzled off to nothing, and the sun came out, so it wasn't horrible. It just kind of made for wet dogs, which they seem to not care, but it makes my day worse in the process. So I went ahead and basically midday, actually mid-morning, I guess, at that point. They wanted to go to the store, so they took off, went and did some grocery shopping and whatnot, which is no big deal. That's something they had to go do. And then I had to go in the morning, go feed the cats, which I got taken care of. Got them all done up and stuff, got back to the house, hung out for a while. Boy, the sun came out enough. The wife and that got back. So she was here, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to go get my run in. I'm going to run in early, and then got back out here, and then just, I couldn't stay awake. I don't know what it is. Midday, I'm just dying. I can't stay awake for nothing. I have no idea what's going on with it. So went ahead. We ended up basically that all figured out. We're having dinner. Got that knocked out. Just dogs doing pretty good. The one pup, especially, I have to separate him out. He got a little bit chewed up on his neck. Him and the other puppy were playing pretty hard, and I think they're just because it's funny. The younger ones want actually taught them how to do it. Started like chewing their neck and like basically as they're playing, they're like dragging each other around and stuff and wrestling and fighting and stuff. And I'm not sure if it's a claw or if it's running around and slamming each other, or if it's a tooth mark. I don't know. But end up with a couple of little scars, like the scabs, the spots on his neck where it's ripped the skin a little bit. So I got it all cleaned up and stuff. Reached out, talked to the owners, and said, "Hey, not for nothing, but these two dogs are playing like little boys. Like they're really being rough and they're really having a good time." And he's got some injuries on his neck. It doesn't seem to affect him. I've washed it up and keeping it clean and stuff, whatever thing. And if you want me to keep them separated, I can. But if you don't mind, if you don't care, if you want to let them play, they're using your stuff. And they came back real short after that. I said, "Hey, they're dogs. It's not that big a deal. As long as he's not acting weird from it and stuff." I said, "It's not. It's just, unfortunately, it's not weird. Probably the neck that, like, it wants to pus out a little bit, and then the hair gets all matted and it looks a lot worse than it really is." So I went ahead and I basically put like a buff over, like a scarf. I put it over top of him to help kind of keep it cleaner and stuff and whatnot. And they say, "Yeah, let them play. They're dogs. Let them play." And I said, "Oh, thank goodness," because even the time I had waiting for your guys' response, I had them separated just like inside the bathroom door and outside the bathroom door, and they literally laid nose to nose, like whining, like they were whimpering. So they wanted to play with each other, they wanted to be next to each other. They've become best of friends, but they play really, really rough. Like they're like little boy brothers. Like they're literally just they're beating the snot out of each other and having the time of their life. But you get some injuries when that happens. So it is what it is. Been watching them kind of getting on a little bit when they get to a little bit playing too hard, but man, they'll just cuddle up and they'll sleep together and stuff, and they'll share water bowls, and they're just having the greatest time of their life. But at the same time, they play real rough. Then the other doodles that I have right now, they're the same way, man. They'll play it with other dogs pretty well, but when they play with each other, they're like mean to each other. Like they're literally mean to each other. I feel bad for them almost, but they seem to enjoy it. So hey, whatever makes them happy. So went ahead from there, knocked out our dinner, had a good time with it. Everything went fine with dinner. A nice little meal. Went ahead and watched some Seinfeld, and then from there headed back outside and play with the dog some more and smoke another cigar and get my 3D printer going on. I started a print that's going to take overnight. It's like a 16-hour print, and we'll see how it turns out tomorrow. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.